Welcome to another Let's Play Battlefield 1942. We will be going to Midway today. So, yeah, let's get to it. Alright. Start. Engineer. We already took the planes. Oh well. Let's go find ourselves a boat. Landing boats are always useful. This is actually my second time trying to record this thing because the first time on Midway I sort of screwed things up and how do I say it? I just messed around and I was like a noob, so I didn't really do any sort of fighting, any sort of battling whatsoever. But you start off on your ships. And your basic idea is to attack this island, well actually two islands, the big one and the small one. The big one's called the airfield, the small one's called coastal defenses. Usually what happens is the Allies, the Americans, which is what I am right now, will take the airfield, and the Japanese on the other side will take the coastal defenses. The airfield, when you capture the flag, you'll get a spawning of that APC, that half-track right there, as well as 2 airplanes and some anti-aircraft guns as well. Yeah, there's the enemy destroyer. There it is right there, right before I got killed by one of those Japanese landing boats. So the main goal now is to hold the airfield flag and continually attack the coastal defenses flag over there. And our half-track's already there, so we have a pretty good chance of capturing it. And we just captured it. Now, when you capture the coastal defenses flag, you'll get a spawning of a half-track, an APC, and the only tank on this entire map. So that tank is kind of valuable, although it can't go anywhere except for the 2 islands. It is very useful, very important, because you could use it to attack both sides, both islands, and it's very useful. And plus, nobody's going to be spawning in as anti-tank because there's only one tank in this entire map, and nobody's going to think that they're going to have to face up to a tank. So everybody will be probably, you know, medic or assault or engineer, and you could just easily blow right through their defenses. On multiplayer, there are also 2 flags out in the ocean, and those can only be captured using ships or landing boats. Or if you're very good, you can also capture them using airplanes, but that takes a bit of skill. Now, the main use of this tank is to sort of attack the opposite base. So if the Japanese had the coastal defenses flag, they could use this tank to sort of send attacks towards the airfield. And that flag just turned gray, so it means somebody's there. I see some people over there. Somebody spawned in this anti-tank. What? Oh. I'm just gonna slide up here. Yeah, the capture radius of this flag is a medium size. Not huge, but it's not small either. So you could roll your tank up against it and simply attack it that way instead of having to... Wow, lots of guys there. Yeah, you could simply roll your tank up to it and attack it that way instead of having to stay back and sort of continually trying to engage it with infantry. infantry action is not really great, especially when you got lots of enemies around. You don't know where they are hiding. Yeah, you're hearing two machine guns because I'm using one right now, and the guy on the top of the tank is also using one, so that's two. And he jumped off. Oh. Japanese dude right under there. Can't get to him except this way. Yeah, I just ran over him. Yeah, that's another great thing about this game. You can just drive your tank or jeep or whatever vehicle right over your enemies and they'll die. There we go. Yep, took out that boat. So yeah, because the Allies have this flag and they have control of the tank, they could just use the tank as sort of a defensive mechanism, and they could just run it from island to island to island and just kind of use it to attack or defend or do whatever it needs to do. Right now, if you look at the ticket lead, we have... that guy's trying to sneak up on us. Not gonna work. If you check our ticket lead, or our ticket lead, we should say, how many do we have? We have 383. The Japanese have 126, 124 now, 123, 122, and so on and so forth. They're leading tickets because we have the majority of the... wow, lots of guys there. They're bleeding tickets because we have the majority of the flags on this map, and the majority is only 2. So you have to hold one of those flags in order to keep the tickets even. And on multiplayer, you can't spawn in on those flags in the ocean, but this is single player, so it doesn't make any difference. Somebody just parachuted. I think that ship over there is firing at me. Yeah, if you learn to use your ships right, you can have dominance over the sea. But if you don't know how to use the ships, well, you're just gonna have to start learning, because ships are very useful in this game. Lots of guys there. Surprised they're not attacking the coastal defenses flag. They're more interested in the, seems like the airfield flag. Very odd angle. Okay, somebody's firing at me right there. Jump off. Whoa, lots of guys coming. Blew him up there. Wow, that was pretty fun. Well, looks like we won. So, whoa. Excuse me. Yeah, that's all that I have for now, I guess. It was a quick round. The Japanese couldn't take any of the islands, couldn't hold any flags, couldn't even capture any flags, so we won this one. Alright guys, thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next episode.